The remarkable development of Hawaii Baptist Academy is an exciting story of vision and faith and of God's miraculous working in our midst. It all started when our island territory was caught by world events. World War II forced our Southern Baptist missionaries out of China and Japan. Several were relocated to Hawaii to start mission work.
Won't you come and fill this place? Won't you come and fill this place?
Among them were Dr. Victor and Lee Kuhn, who came from Manchuria in 1940. He became Olivet's first pastor in 1941 and later chaired a committee to plan for a Baptist school. In 1947, the Foreign Mission Board sent Hugh and Mary McCormick to start a school. They had served in Nigeria for 20 years. He became principal, and she was the school nurse and librarian. This property near the slopes of the Punch Bowl National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific was chosen as the school site. Money for the property and building came from the Women's Missionary Union of Virginia, who gave $125,000 of their Lottie Moon Christmas offering. With the scarcity of building materials after the war, surplus Army barracks from Schofield were refurbished for classrooms. The Hawaii Baptist Academy opened in 1949 with 36 students in grades 7 and 8. The first graduates were 3 boys in the class of 1954. Enrollment reached 340 by the end of the decade. With statehood in 1959, the operation and funding of HBA was transferred from the Foreign Mission Board to the local Hawaii Baptist Convention. By 1970, the school was faced with a financial deficit and termite-ridden buildings. A committee of the convention considered closing the school, but God led in another way. He called Colonel Stan Sagert to lead the school. Colonel Sagert had 2 children at HBA and took an early retirement from the Air Force in 1970 to head the school. In 1971, new facilities were completed for use jointly by HBA and Central Baptist Church. The elementary school moved into the building. Part of the original school property was leased to a condominium developer in order to help finance a new campus on less expensive land. The old buildings were demolished to make way for development. The intermediate high school moved to temporary locations, including the Makiki Christian Church. On April 21, 1972, a 13.6-acre estate in Nuuanu was acquired through an auction. Construction began on the Bessie Fleming Classroom Building in 1973. In that same year, Dan Kong, then pastor of Olivet and president of the Hawaii Baptist Convention, was asked to join HBA as vice president for development to help raise funds on the mainland. With the urgency to build a gym, fundraising efforts on the mainland led to the formation of the Mainland Advisory Council in 1977. During the 1982 MAC meeting, groundbreaking was held for a multi-purpose gym facility, and it was completed in 1983 and named for Hilda Shiraki, a major donor. The $2 million multi-purpose building was dedicated debt-free during the 1984 MAC meeting. This was another dream come true. Meanwhile, God provided another miracle for HBA when He directed the purchase of Sacred Hearts Convent School as the new location for the elementary campus in 1987. Dick Bento was the key negotiator for the property. From 1975 to 1998, HBA also operated a second elementary campus in Leeward, Oahu, adjacent to the Pu'ukahea Conference Center. During this time, enrollment grew to over 1,000 students in grades K through 12. In 2006, a brand new middle school campus was completed. Designed to meet the unique learning and developmental needs of middle school students, the Dan Kong Middle School campus was also built to be energy efficient and environmentally friendly. In 2011, the Waterhouse property on Wiley Street was purchased for administrative offices so the campuses could accommodate more students. Recently, the new Science, Arts, and Technology building had its grand opening, along with the renovated Learning Resource Center in the Fleming building. All of these wonderful facilities serve only to support the cause of HBA. to reach young lives for Jesus Christ and to equip them to honor and serve Him. Today, HBA alumni all over the world are boldly proclaiming the good news of Jesus Christ in their communities, professions, and full-time ministries.
Aloha, my name is Laura Narita. I graduated from HBA in 1986. Since 2003, my family and I have been serving in the country of Cambodia with an interdenominational Christian mission organization called OMF International. It was formerly known as China Inland Mission. I felt called to overseas missions back when I was a sophomore at HBA. I decided to study medicine in hopes of becoming a medical missionary. I went into family practice. My husband David, also a doctor, also felt called into medical missions. In 2003, we moved to Cambodia. Cambodia is a small, mostly Buddhist country in Southeast Asia. Since we've been in Cambodia, we've been involved in many different things, including church planting in the rural areas of Siem Reap province. We helped start an international church which is geared toward the English speakers in our town. We've been able to help start an intervarsity Christian fellowship group among the college students in our town. We've also been able to use our medicine to bring medical care out to the villages that we work in. We also take care of expatriates that call us, and we've also been able to teach at a local pediatric training hospital in Siem Reap. HBA gave me a great Christian foundation and the vision to see the world reached by the love of Christ. Mahalo.
For the past 30 years, over 30 years, I've been a missionary, the past 22 in Central Asia. I work in a country that is very poor. It's a borderline third world, and it has a strong influence these days from the Muslim community. We're able to stay in the country because of humanitarian works. In our mind, over all these years, we've always had it in our heart that we give a piece of bread that we may share the truth that Jesus is the bread of life. And I'm happy to tell you that over these years that hundreds upon hundreds have come to know Jesus Christ as their Savior through our practical helps. But they are facing a hard time today, not only because of the economy, it's very difficult there, just daily living, but for Christians, persecution is growing daily. And I know they would appreciate it so much if it comes to your mind, if you would pray for your brothers and sisters in that part of the world and other parts of the world where many are being persecuted simply because they call themselves a follower of Jesus Christ. Mahalo. Big time.
Hi, my name is Trisha, and I'm a 1994 graduate of Hawaii Baptist Academy, and I'm currently serving in East Asia with the International Mission Board. But the aspect that I'm most grateful to HBA for is for pointing me to Christ. HBA is where I first began to study the Bible and learn about Jesus Christ. HBA is where I met faculty and students who not only believed the Bible but lived it out. HBA is a place where I experienced the true life-changing power of Jesus Christ and was challenged to live an unabashed life for Him. And I guess the lesson stuck, because here I am now working in East Asia, just living to know Him and making Him known. I've been serving in East Asia for about 10 years now. Through our current ministry in this city, we've seen over 100,000 people hear the good news of Jesus Christ. Over 1,000 people come to receive Him as their Lord and Savior. Over 100 people baptized and 10 churches started. It's been exciting to see God working in this city and changing people's lives. God uses HBA to change lives for Christ, of which I'm just one. And God is using those people to influence even more for His kingdom. HBA's influence is spreading in Hawaii, all over the US, Asia, and to the ends of the earth. HBA truly is involved in taking Christ to all nations.
Eager students, dedicated teachers, visionary administrators, supportive parents, caring friends here and across the country. Year after year, God's miracle and provision have and continue to be poured out on Hawaii Baptist Academy. For 65 years, God has been transforming lives through the ministry of HBA. Our alumni are making a difference for the kingdom here at home and all over the world. As we look ahead toward the next 65 years and beyond, we remain steadfast in our commitment to Christ for every nation.